So our pool houses and roof structure pool houses are something we brought on. We're doing an extension. We're getting a lot of traction, or not traction, but we're getting a lot of interest in clients that are wanting to add an extension of their pool area. A lot of what we were hearing is that they don't want people to go into their house wet to use the bathroom. So we started offering a solution for that where we could keep everybody outside. So a lot of our pool houses will incorporate an outdoor shower, indoor bathroom, changing area. We can do, a lot of them end up having fireplaces in them. We can do fireplaces, we can do storage areas, we can do little garage build outs. We do outdoor kitchens tucked up underneath the roof structure. But our pool houses end up being ultimately just an extension of the pool area. We can winterize those in the winter time, or we can actually put some heat out there, put heaters up underneath the soffits. We've also got some mini splits that we add to the living areas, where we can control the temperature inside on those bathrooms and any storage areas. So those are becoming popular and a nice extension of the pool area, and it solves the problem of not having everybody go inside the house to use the bathroom. So all of our covered structure projects, usually it's just like building a house. We come up with the initial concept for you in our design phase and review process. Once we've got that nailed down on what it is that you want it to look like, then we go to our engineering phase, and this is where our architects sometimes we have to get those drawings stamped before we go to engineering. They'll take kind of what we initially came up with, they'll put their added specifics to it, then once they're done in the design phase, then we go to engineering and we have to get it engineered. And then once it's engineered, we go to permitting, and once it's permitted, then we can start the construction. The roof structures actually go up fairly fast. I would say most of the roof are installed in the first 5 days. And then we've just got other aspects of the project that we'd have to finish, like roofing, guttering, and that type of thing, or if you were doing a composite deck underneath it or a patio. But in general, I would say the roofs, depending on the size of them, are about 5 to 10 working days. What I've seen with covered structures is we get a lot of people that are not a licensed contractor, meaning they don't have the Class C general contracting license to do this. We've went through that licensing, so we could virtually build a house if we wanted to. But I see a lot of that happening, and then they'll actually bid the project, but then they'll tell the homeowner to go do the permitting for them because they're obviously not licensed to do that, or they don't have electricians to do that, or they're licensed, or I start seeing corners get cut there, and it's just, when you start, that's a red flag when a contractor says, hey, we aren't licensed to do that, can you go pull your own permit? That's a huge red flag to me. That just means that they haven't went through and done the proper license. They're not actually licensed to do that. They may know of or how to do that, but we actually follow our process of going through architecture, engineering, permitting. We do all that work ourselves, and so in-house. And so that's mainly what I see. But when you start having that, if the contractor starts asking you to do those items, then it's probably not going to be engineered. It's probably not going to have architectural review done to it. It could go south, and what I've seen is people get in the middle of a project, inspector comes out, fails something, and the contractor walks. And that is costly because we don't know what he's done or what's permitted or what's engineered or what's so that's kind of what we've seen. Our outdoor covered structure process is going through the initial process with us with the initial design. After that design is done and we've got it pretty much how you like it, then we go to our architect, who's a licensed architect. They sign off on our drawing and concept that we came up with, make any detailed changes that they want to see as far as structural purpose, and then we go to engineering. And then once we're in engineering, they're going to look at loads, they'll come out to the property, we'll look at plot plans, building plans if you got them. They're starting to actually engineer this as if we were going to build an extension of your home. And so then we have the engineering done. Once we're through that process, then we go to permitting. Once we're in permitting, we sometimes have to make tweaks for the actual specific code for that municipality. So it could get kicked back to engineering. We should have to make some slight tweaks and adjustments. Then it goes back to permitting. Once we're permitted and start the job, we always have inspections done. If it's a larger scaled project, I will have our engineer come out and inspect in addition to having the city come out, so that we're getting both two different companies or people are basically saying that we're doing this project correctly. So you're going to have a project that's going to last a lifetime.